Hey guys, I'm Zach Zender, founder and author of Red Letter Challenge. And one of the things at Red Letter Challenge that we do is create simple, practical, Christ-centered challenges that churches can jump into and do together. And so I've got a series of videos that I want to help you understand why a 40-day church series or campaign or challenge could be right for you. In this particular video, we're going to look at the why behind a 40-day challenge. And I want to give you 5 quick reasons as to why this works. Number one, we have seen that our challenges grow small groups in churches by more than 40% on average. Some have seen double or triple, and I think that's amazing. A lot of smaller churches that maybe didn't have small groups will use Red Letter Challenge to kick off their small groups. I've got a whole video on small groups later, but if you want to grow your small groups and want a results-oriented program that's going to give a kickstart and some really good momentum there, our products do that. Secondly, what I love, I'm a pastor at heart too, and so what I love about our 40-day challenges is they really are turnkey. Now we're going to talk about when the best time and how much lead time you need to do it really well, but we've seriously worked with churches that have emailed us on a Monday and they've started the following Sunday. Now we think there's some best practices and some planning that can make it even better, but I know the grind of being a pastor, right? And I know what it takes to be a church leader and how much you pour into all the different aspects of church. And so what if for 40 days you could have materials that everyone on your church team could use and love? So kids ministers don't have to reinvent the wheel for children. Youth have a really powerful 40-day experience. Your graphics person doesn't have to create things from scratch. And you as the pastor, well, you can use the material in a way that makes sense for you. And we've tried to create as much as possible. So weekly kids curriculums that are free, small group materials for free, sermon manuscripts and videos for free so you as the pastor can learn those, graphics for the communication person. Because I know that there are so many things in the church we are called to do. And so what if for 40 days, you could have a lot of that done for you so you can focus on all the other things, the vision casting that you need to be doing, the one-on-one meetings that you maybe have neglected that maybe can pick up in this season. So that's the second reason, is the turnkey aspect. A third reason is unity. And I'm filming this right now in the times of coronavirus, where we're kind of a divided church with some in person, some online, some a combination of both. And what I think the church of the future and the church of the present is needing is unity, right? So what's neat about a 40-day challenge that has an individual workbook reading to it and small groups weekly is there's something for people to engage with every day. I think the church of the future will look to create more content that can be consumed and that can lead to contribution on an everyday level. And so thinking through that is really important. In fact, in COVID times, that's the one word that we keep hearing more and more is, man, what a cool tool to unify our church in a time where we had to be distanced. So it can bring great unity. A fourth reason is the energy and excitement kind of going with that of 40-day challenge. Like it's just different when you don't just show up to church on Sunday, but you got something to do during the week and you're meeting with others in the week and talking about how you're doing and how you're reading and how you're doing with the challenges that are in our books. And so thinking through that and the energy and excitement that you can have. In fact, the more I talk with pastors, the more I understand that a lot of them will kind of put it into their annual calendar once or twice a year to do something like this, where it's more than just the Sunday, it's the everyday too. And then fifth, I would say, is really important, the content that are in the books and the resources that we create. They are simple, so really easy to understand. They are practical, which I think is something the church is screaming for. They are Jesus-centered, and that's my main premise with Red Letter Challenge. In all the products is the best way to follow Jesus is to follow Jesus. He's the best disciple maker, and so let's look back at what he's doing. So it's simple in concept, yet challenging in practice, because it's not always easy to do the things that Jesus asks or to do the things that he did that our resources are going to push your people to. So that's 5 quick reasons. In the next video, I'm going to tackle when is the best time to launch a 40-day church series or campaign.